Hello everybody, welcome to JLABTV. I am JLAB and this is Football Manager 2018, the Unemployment Challenge, and I'm looking at my team of Darlington now. I'm going to sum up a season preview of what I've done, what I've decided to try and do to make my team better. And first and foremost, I released these three players. Stephen Thompson, who's now at Southport. He was a right midfielder, he wasn't playing last season, so I felt I needed to do something about that. Tom Pontus, while he did play a few times, wasn't really in the position I was hoping to, well, wasn't really as good as I hoped he would be. And yes, let him go. And Chris Hunter, again, wasn't as good as I was hoping he would be, but he's now gone and he's been released. I'm going to look at the transfers I've had so far, and all these transfers have happened. So, along with those players, I was forced to let James Cavell go. James Cavell had an offer from Sheffield United of all bloody teams, and we know how good they can be. They are currently in the Championship, and I, quite frankly, was not prepared to fight that. I was not prepared to fight against a Championship side to try and keep my player. I was not going to do it at all. But I have brought in players I felt I needed to do, and strength I needed to do in depth. Sam Gibson, I brought him for a free transfer, £400 a week for a couple of years. He is a left back that I was hoping to buy, and so happy I got him in, honestly. We've got Brandon Taylor, who's a right back. Technically, Gibson could play as both at left and right back, but I think we can try and push the promotion with the two fullbacks here. Brandon Taylor's definitely someone I was hoping to bring in as well. I've got Wealth de Silva on loan from Berry. I think he can be a very good player to support Josh Gillies, and that's something I need to do. Actually, I need to talk about Gillies in a minute. Ed Wazinski is actually back at the club. He actually left us in the middle of the season last year for another team, Bradford Park Avenue. I think they got relegated in the end, but I brought him back in because I think he's got a bright future and he's a good backup for Bartlett, who will retire next season, so that's awkward. I also got Shola Ayula. So, Ayula is a young striker who I want to push Beck to the limit. I think he's very good and can be a very good player in the future. And also brought in Alex Dodd on loan from Fleetwood in response to the fact that Sheffield United came in and decided actually we want to buy James Cavell. So I brought this guy in on loan. I felt, okay, needs to do something. This might be the good call. A lot of young players. I think when I try and buy players, I try to buy young players, or at least loan young players, because only one player that I bought is actually over the age of 20, so that's something I need to talk about in the future. Dynamics is looking good. The match cohesion is very nice. Dressing room atmosphere is not brilliant. Well, it's not terrible, but it's not the best it could be. And Josh Gillies, I'm telling you now, he wants to move to a bigger club. I have said to him, I will try and get promotion this season. We got the playoffs last year, but we only missed out by a game in the end from ultimate promotion and winning the playoffs. So, if we do that this year, then Gillies will stay. And the reason I'm so desperate to keep hold of him is because according to this... Oh, okay. In some areas, he was actually he was a League 2 player, but now he's a leading National League player, so that's important to me. I need to keep someone like him in the team. He's inconsistent, but he's very good when he does perform, and he has declined in the last 3 months, so he was actually a League 2 player. But the last 2 seasons, he's gotten to 9 goals at least every year, and he got 15 assists last year, so if we keep him, then surely we can challenge for promotion again. And I'm now going to, well, Heredity, we got rid of some players. Burgess is now just another other player. I actually took the captaincy off him this season. I'm now giving it to Turnbull, who is a team leader. So I think Turnbull, who plays a lot, is good. We need more influential players. I think when we play other players like Gibson, Taylor, I think we're going to have good players in the side. And I'm very happy, actually, that I've got players now who can produce the goods. We've got a lot of other players. A lot of players might benefit. So I think I'm actually going to move Reece Taylor to the under 23s because I think he can benefit from going down there. And I think we've got players that could be going. Also, Mitchell could be on his way out. York City coming for him. So if I lose him, I lose him. I can't really do much about that, I'm afraid. He's a good National League player. And he's only their third choice striker anyway. And Harvey Saunders wants game time. I don't think he's going to get any game time, really, with the two strikers I've got here. So it'd be a bit difficult to really fight that one, I'm afraid. So if we get that, if we get anything, I'll be happy either way. Got Gelbright, Beck, Sayers and Gillies all in high influentials. Brown is a team leader, even though he probably won't play as much this season, but he will, I hope, get some game time. He's only a decent National League North player, so I've got a problem with the fact that we've got a lot of defenders that are not really as good as they should be, in my view. I'm now going to look at squad depth, and I'm not going to go for Herrera. I'm going to go to actually Hoskin and, well, goalkeepers. We've got two goalkeepers now. Right back, a lot of players can play in this position, actually. But only 3 of them are natural right backs, really. So, yeah. Mars may not be playing much this season, neither may not Dominic Collins. But with Brandon Taylor here, I think we've got enough players to do a good job. Gibson can play here, but he's more a left back, in my view. I'm going to go look at the left back position now. We've got Gibson and Gelbright, who are the 2 natural ones in that position. O'Reilly can play in all 3 defensive positions, but that's something I need to look at as well. I think I need to improve this position personally. While King can improve, and I hope he does improve quickly, and O'Reilly can still improve as well because they're both young, under 24, we haven't got a lot of depth in this position. Brown is 31, Burgess is 30, and they're not going to get any better anytime soon, so definitely need to think about this and see what we can do in that position right now. I'm not going to be using any defensive midfielders, so I can play them in Turnbull and Sawyers, and it's not an issue with that. Midfielder is a position I'm looking at, and I've got 4 players here that can do a good job for me in Turnbull, Sawyers, Wheatley and Dodd. Dodd being the loanee from Fleetwood. He's actually the 4th best player, but it's good to have depth in that regard. We've got the right back position with Gillies and De Silva on loan, so he may not get as much game time because they want him to be first team player, but he may play actually a bit more than he thinks he will. I didn't buy any players on the left winger because I had Ben Hobbs, who's actually now improved quite a bit. He's only 17-year-old, who is that good already, so I think he can definitely improve. I'm going to play him not as a winger, but actually as an attacking midfielder. So Caton, Gillies can play there, Hobbs can play there, and yeah, it's good. Now the attacking midfielder position, and Gillies can play here, Hobbs can play here, and Sayers can play there, but I wouldn't play Sayers, honestly. Hobbs, I think I can train him to be a shadow striker. And Gillies is just, well, a monster in any position right now. But then we got the striker position. Now we got Shadow, Ola and Beck. 2 very good strikers who can do a good job for me. We got Saunders and Mitchell who can produce the goods. Cartman, I just don't want in my club anymore. He's not good enough for me. I'm actually going to list him for transfer. Honestly, I think he isn't good enough for my team. So, get rid of him. We'll get rid of him. So, we've got a handful of people who are good enough for this team. And some players who can get better. I won't play Gillies here. I wanted Connolly, actually. I wanted to get Lee Connolly back in the side. But Liverpool were not... Well, no, not Liverpool. Sunderland were not willing to let him loan out to me. Which is... I was very disappointed to find that was the case. Because I wanted to play him. I wanted to bring him back. But Sunderland say they would like him to play with higher quality players. And to be fair, he is good enough for the National League, so I can see why that's the case, but it doesn't change the fact I am slightly disappointed about that decision from them. But now, I'm actually going to show you the league table and the season preview. And we're actually predicted to be in 7th place. We were at one point only predicted to be in 8th place, but then we went up to 4th place, and now we're back down to 7th place. And to show you how, well, to tell you, and to prove how spontaneous this can be sometimes, Kettering were actually at one point, nearly promoted to Kettering, were actually predicted to be in 10th place at one point. Now they're down in 17th. All 3 recently relegated teams are expected to be above us, which is understandable. We've got Studybridge, Altrincham and Kettering all new promoted sides. Only one of them is expected in the relegation zone, which is Studybridge, which is surprising to me. All 3 recently relegated teams are expected to be in the playoffs. We're only expected to be in 7th place compared to where we were expected to be in 6th place last year, so I don't know what's going to happen here. And that can easily change going forward. And I'm looking forward to seeing how this goes. I'm looking forward to seeing what can happen. And also, I'm going to admit here and now, I'm probably not going to do a monthly thing. I'm probably going to do a half-seasonally review now. So I'll play half a season, review that, and then do the other half of the season, review that. Unless there's a final or big FA Cup game, I probably will not change that. So unless there's a chance for me to win the league, a big cup game or cup final, so a big cup game being a big team like a Premier League team or a Championship side in the FA Cup or League 1, League 2 team, I don't know. But until that's the case, I'm not going to really change things. I'm not going to be do a lot of monthly updates anymore. I just wanted to get through the season and see what we can do and see where we can sign for. I think I've got a good team here and I'm looking forward to seeing what we can do. And I'm actually going to do this team against Leamington first. I want to do this game against Leamington because I want to see if this season goes well for me, because I don't know if that's going to be the case or not. And I'd like it if we could win. We've not lost against Leamington so far. We've got a win in the draw. And we're expected to be the favourites in this game. Now, this tactic of mine may not work. It may do. JLAB is playing because of Gibson getting an injury before this game started, which is a bit of a shame. Couldn't stop that from happening, I'm afraid. But what do you know? Well, I can't really do much there. Collins is also playing because King got injured before the season started. He's actually wanted by York City and Football Club of Manchester because he's out. He's in a what's it called? One of those out of contract things. He's always been that. He's always been that since he started. I haven't changed that. I might do the. I'm going to go to the hot prospect. Actually, I'm going to do this now and negotiate this. I want to give him a part-time contract, which is a 2-year deal. So I'm going to go down to this. And I'm going to lower these a little bit as well. Could this work? That's my question. Yeah, it works. Okay, that's good. So it doesn't cost me that much either. And it means I can get players in. But yeah, I want to get that. I want to keep him in my side because I want to keep the team going well. I'm actually, for the first time since I've taken over Darlington, projected to make a loss over the upcoming season, which is a bit of a disappointment. Because actually, I think it's mostly the wages or anything else. But yeah, especially to make a loss for the next couple of years. Turnover, I'm not sure what the change was, honestly. I think last season we actually did quite well. We made a profit of £209,000 last year. And last season we made, I don't know what we made actually in the end. But we definitely made a lot of money last season. I need to find out. How do I find this out? Summary. But this season we've made a profit of £35,000. Last year we made a profit of £209,000. I don't know how I can get the monthly thing up, but yeah. We always need to do well. But I'm going to go and do this team now. I know a lot of players are not fully match fit yet. That's fine. I'm not concerned by that at all. But I want to See what we can do here. I want to see if we can actually get a win here. I'm giving a lot of debuts out today because I don't know what to expect. I'm excited by that. I think if I don't know what I'm expecting, then that's a good sign. I'm actually only giving 2 debuts. Ayola make his debut along with Brenda Taylor. It could have been more if it wasn't for injuries and such. But yeah, Gillies again is the man, and Ben Hobbs has actually made his debut for us before, but he hasn't actually played as one of the key players before. So that's a nice feeling, really. So only Doherty can give me stuff. Okay. That's good. Okay, that was a good thought. They look inspired. That's nice. That is nice. I don't have the volume on for numerous reasons. I'm just not a fan of putting the volume on for these games because it's a bit loud. Honestly, it hurts my ears. So yeah, let's see what we can do here against Leamington. I think we can win this. Even if we are playing players that are pretty out of position in some areas. And oh, okay. Stevenson, we've got the ball. Ayola on the ball, can play it forward. Hasn't played it forward. Still going actually. Finds Gillies. Plays it across. Not brilliant. Sayers. Ayola. No, Hub scores. Is that offside? It is. Okay. I thought he was offside for the second as soon as the ball came through. But the fact that Ben Hub's got a goal in the shadow striker position is quite good for me. He knew he's offside, so that's a sign of promise. And we've got all the shots, so we haven't all the shots anymore, but we're definitely the better team, I think. We can definitely cause problems for Leamington. If we win, I'm very happy. If we draw, then not ideal, but we can work with that. We definitely can do better, I feel, going into this season. Just need to make sure we don't mess things up. Okay, they got through. They've just scored. Okay, that's not ideal. Ayola's missed interception led to the goal. He's a striker. I don't think he's expected to do that, quite frankly. But okay. Here's Hubs, Caton, Ayola. Oh, he's been tackled. Okay. Maybe I made a mistake playing him straight away. Here's Stevenson, though. Lewis, King, but Collins gets it back. He's actually playing as a centre back instead of a right back, which is a bit unusual for him, but there you go. Turnbull now. Oh, that's a lovely pass to Ben Hubs. Oh, that's wonderful. That is a wonderful goal. I think it's his first ever goal. It is his first ever goal for the club. And he scored earlier. It was just offside. So Ben Hubs has definitely proven to be a very good player in that role of the shadow striker. I think I've made a mistake, you know. I think Beck could actually work really well with this guy, with Ben Hubs. Ayola's not had a bad game either. Just need to continue. Oh, hang on. Penny good spirits immediately falling sun and looking up with admiration. Ah, this is good. I like this. So those things are getting confidence. I mean, that's a great assist, to be fair. It was a really good ball to go forward and to get the goal. So if we continue to do that, then I'll be very happy indeed. O'Reilly plays the ball forward, and I don't think we're that bad. I think defensively we need to do better. Taylor wasn't very good. So I'll need to chastise him a bit in the future. But here's Gillies with a free kick. Turnbull! Over the bar! Ah! We could definitely score a winning goal here, I think. Just need to do something here. And quickly. I will take him off, actually, because Collins hasn't been that impressive to me. I will take Gillies off, actually, the second if he doesn't improve soon. I've been slightly disappointed, actually, so far. With some of the players in this game. I will take off Gillies and put Wealth de Silva on. Hobbs is being too good for me to take off. I would take off Gelby, but he's the only fit player in that position right now, which is a shame. O'Reilly would be taken off as well if not careful. I'm actually going to do something. I'm going to take off. I'm going to bring Beck on, put a target man, and support. I think this could work. You know, I think this could work. The Beck Hobbs combination could work wonders if done right. Here's O'Reilly though, intercepted at his girl Bright now Turnbull. We need to do something here. And there is Beck, and again, he's a good target man to have. Very tall. Carton Sawyers. Out wide to Silva. That touch was the pass was too heavy, and the touch, I can't blame him for having a heavy touch. Sellers plays it forward, but O'Reilly gets it back. That's not a very good ball, really. He should have controlled it better, but we get it back. Shouldn't allow that to happen at all. His Turnbull, now Hubs. Plays it to Sawyers. De Silva. Turnbull. Carton. Scores. We lead. Didn't need our substitutions. It's worked either way. We are leading here 2-1. And already, this is looking like a very good season for us. If we continue this vein of form. Because we didn't have a very good start last year. If we turn around our poor start, then I think we can have a very good season. Honestly. I've made changes. I don't know if they worked, really, but yeah, I think we've had a good start. Hubs is a bit tired, but I'm happy either way. I think we've had a good season. A very good start to the season. Hubs finds Beck, finds Carton, and that's a good chance. Could have been a third, but I don't think we're fussed right now about that, and the keeper just unnecessarily gets rid of the ball. So we're going to get a win in the first game of the season. I'm happy with that. And yeah, we came from behind to get this win. But we got the win, and I'm very happy with that either way. So it's a good win. Could have been better, but it was a good win either way. I will say to those two players, actually, you let yourselves down a little bit. And motivated and inspired is what Gillis is. That's good. If he's motivated and inspired to do better, then clearly something's going to happen. And De Silva can actually play as an inside forward as well. So if I could get that going, then that's nice. Hubs. I think I've got a star in Hubs now. I didn't have a star of my own before now. Iola made his debut. His professional debut nonetheless. And Taylor made his Darlington debut. But Hubs was very good for me. We're in 6th place right now thanks to that win. Kettering got a 4-goal win. Who the hell did they beat? Oh, Sabridge by 5-1. I don't think they're a bad team actually, Kettering. I think they could be a pain to deal with going forward if given the chance. But that's just my personal opinion. I think we can definitely improve on that. And I'm going to look at the promises now. Final loan spell for Saunders. A loan spell for Cartman. Taylor wants promotion next season, as does Gillies. And Burgess wants to be sold. So that's something we need to work on. But anyway, I'm actually going to end this video here. I hope that you guys have actually enjoyed this video. I hope you guys will actually like and share this video. And that you will subscribe to my channel. It really does help me out a lot. And so anyway, until next time, goodbye and well, good night.